This is what is called the teacher's dashboard, and this is what teachers will see when they log in. Directors, owners, and curriculum leadership at the school also have access to an admin dashboard where they can set up and manage all of the teachers and classrooms. This teacher dashboard is also the place where you will be able to select your language of preference for the curriculum. If you would prefer to interact with the teacher dashboard or director dashboard in Spanish, you can switch your language preferences in the account settings. Right now, you'll see the blue smiley face says Pre-K 4, but if you click here, you can select any other age group. Not only do admins have access to all age groups, but teachers do as well. So if you ever have that call out and a Pre-K 4 teacher needs to hop in the infant room, you click Infant, and now you're in the infant curriculum. This is also a great feature for providers with multi-age group classrooms or with family childcare homes because you can see everything without having to switch or have multiple logins. Clicking on this tile will open up the daily activities. All the daily activity layouts across the age groups look the same. It is very user-friendly for teachers and administrators. For older toddlers, preschool 3, and pre-K 4, there are up to 5 activities provided for each day of the year. And for infants and young toddlers, there are 4 activities provided each week. We know that infants and young toddlers require individualized care, and because of this, our activities are written to be done one-on-one and are intended to be repeated throughout the week so that those youngest learners have multiple opportunities to gain a new skill. This first tile is our lesson plan tile where you can see all of the activities for the week in one place. This lesson plan is downloadable and printable. The lesson plans are set up in a developmental progression across the year. The activities are scaffolded, or in other words, they build on skills from the previous week's activities. As you are looking at this, for example with Pre-K 4, these first weeks are going to be 4-year-olds starting the school year, then moving to the end where they are turning 5 and preparing to enter kindergarten the following year. All the activities in the lesson plan are clickable. You can click anywhere on the lesson plan and it will allow you to navigate to the detailed daily activity. You can also access the daily activities from the main page by clicking on the Daily Activities tile. Remember, the daily activities is where the curriculum lives. You can navigate the weeks and days in the curriculum with these calendars, just like you did with the lesson plans. The days are flexible and are intentionally not labeled Monday through Friday. This allows teachers the freedom to extend learning opportunities for the children when they are deeply engaged with the lesson or may need extra time to practice the presented skills. Today, we are going to look at a STEAM lesson that can be found in multiple age groups. This lesson has children engaging in a scientific exploration and turning the results of that exploration into a piece of art. In this topic box, you will find the monthly theme and the weekly topic of focus. In this box, you will find the activity name. For this lesson, the name of the activity is Exploding Mud Art Part 1. Every lesson has a main objective that is coded with the Learning Beyond standard. All of our Learning Beyond standards align with your state standards, but we will show you our state alignment tool in just a minute. This section outlines the materials and any setup you will have to do for the lesson. About 90% of the materials required for the lesson you are going to have on hand. Soon teachers will even be able to see the lesson come to life right before their eyes. To meet the learning styles of our teachers, like they meet the learning styles of the children in their classrooms, we will be adding teacher support videos. These short videos will support the teacher in visualizing the lesson and anticipating children's responses to the open-ended questions. In the Procedures and Teacher Talk section, you'll notice the lesson is numbered step by step, even down to what questions to ask and when to ask them. Because this is a pick-up-and-go curriculum, you can hire someone who has never taught in your classroom, and they can follow these steps and hit all of the built-in standards within the activity. This helps with equity and giving all students a high-quality education, no matter what background the teacher has. Built into the lesson are the scripted thought-provoking questions to allow for critical thinking skills to take place. This is how teachers can meet things like quality standard observations and class alignments. We know a lot of states are moving to class, and this is what really sets us apart. and how we help support teachers. Every activity has been created to help guide the children's thought process and cover a lot of material in a short period of time. So you will also see that our curriculum has been created to not only be developmentally appropriate, but always keeping best practices in mind while also getting students prepared for kindergarten. We are all about creating and enhancing meaningful and purposeful interactions between the teacher and students. Every lesson also includes learning supports. This box teaches teachers how to individualize the lesson to meet the needs of children who have identified delays or who are new to learning the English language. It also helps teachers build their skills to better support individual students in their learning process. Every single academic lesson has a social-emotional component built in. Sometimes this looks like working on self-help skills or increasing independence. In this lesson, children are developing their sense of self by learning to express their preferences and interests during the activity. Does anyone have any questions about anything we have shared so far? Feel free to put your questions in the chat box. At the end of every lesson, you will find an At-Home Connections button. This is a built-in newsletter that is printable and downloadable. This newsletter keeps parents informed and helps them extend the learning at home. It also aids in building the classroom community and developing positive teacher and parent relationships. The last thing to talk about on the daily activities screen is the Teacher Reflections area. This is a quick check-in for teachers that helps them reflect on their practice. The teacher reflections include a note-taking area where teachers can write any changes for next time, such as trying it with a smaller group or doing the activity in the morning instead of the afternoon. On the admin dashboard, directors can actually see all teacher reflections for all classrooms. Let's navigate home and see how you can also get to the teacher reflections and home connections from the main screen. We also want to mention that we have a search feature. This feature allows you to search the curriculum by topic or by skill. That way, you can tailor your lessons for student needs or interests, or use the curriculum as a supplement. If you have a group of kids that are crazy about dinosaurs, you can search the word dinosaur, and all of the lessons that have dinosaurs will come up. These are all clickable so you can navigate to that daily activity and make sure it's a good fit. You can also search by skill. For instance, if you have children struggling with fine motor skills, just search fine motor, and you can easily pull up lessons that are pick up and go. This is our teacher resources section. The first tile is a recorded training for how to use Learning Beyond, so you can have all of your teachers trained in less than 30 minutes. The rest of the tiles provide training in best practices. Many centers use it as part of their onboarding process. The information here is provided in writing, and teachers can also watch short videos. This tile is where you will find your state standards. We are aligned with all 50 states as well as most quality programs. We are also aligned with CLAS, and this is where you will find sample class lessons as well as a video. Behind this tile, you'll find a calendar where teachers can access live trainings like this all throughout the year. This is where teachers can go to take our professional development courses. The professional development hours are included with the curriculum at no extra cost. Teachers can build their capacity by taking our professional development courses on best practices in early learning, and we continually add to this course library throughout the year. This materials tile supports teachers in collecting materials for their lessons. Material lists can be viewed and printed by day or by week. Again, most of the materials are going to be things that you have on hand or things that can be switched out for what you do have. You can also purchase essential material kits for all age groups through our partner, Lakeshore Learning. The last tile on the teacher dashboard is the assessment tile. This assessment is an ongoing developmental assessment. This is an observational tool that can track developmental goals throughout the year. You might already have an assessment you are using, which is fine because our curriculum supports and aligns with multiple assessments. You can print a blank copy of the assessment skills to send home with parents to fill out and use as a goal-setting tool, helping the child meet developmental milestones and reinforcing the classroom and home connection. The assessment results also save year to year, so you will have all of your data in one place for students.